First Lady, Mama Rachel Ruto, the Council of Governors led by the Vice Chair, the Governor of Nairobi, the Governor of Mombasa, I saw the Governor of Nandi, I don't know whether there's another governor. And then we have the Chair of our Health Committee, Dr. Nyekal, our colleagues from both MOH and our county governments, our valued frontline soldiers, community health promoters, Your Excellency, our First Lady, and distinguished guests, this plenary brings us to one of the clearest measures of a health system performance. Whether a woman can go through pregnancy and childbirth safely, and whether her newborn receives the care required for that newborn to survive and to thrive. For too many families, that journey still carries avoidable risk. And today I want to say one of the reasons why maternal and newborn mortality is now becoming a national discussion is as a result of an encounter between our president and senior global leaders who raised with him and told him, Mr. President, you have done a lot, but you must address maternal and newborn issues in your country. And that's why, and I'm very happy, and I want to thank our governors, when we isolated and said that 26 counties with high burden when it comes to maternal and newborn mortality, today I want to report very success stories working with the governors, Nairobi, Kisii, Garissa. These counties are also learning from counties that are doing very well. Our counties are doing the MPDSR. They're going from one county to the other. I think last month they were in Garissa. And Your Excellency, Mama Rachel, a woman may develop very severe bleeding. She might have a very high blood pressure or even an infection, while her newborn may be born prematurely, like Governor Sakaja. And now, you know, if he tells you I was born prematurely from his body size, you'll ask whether his story is adding up, whether I expected him to be. But those who are watching us, premature birth is real, and it can produce a very strong, well-built governor like Governor Sakaja. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. But on May of 2026, our president launched Every Woman, Every Newborn acceleration plan. We were the first country, not in Africa, I think globally, to launch that. And what does that tell us? It tells us we must place maternal and newborn survival at the highest level of the national leadership. For us, we are very proud that the Ministry of Health and even our counties, that responsibility at the highest level is with President Ruto. And more importantly, the President backed his commitments with resources. Today, after consulting with the Council of Governors in our last summit, today President Ruto's government has provided 4 billion shillings to all our health facilities, level 2 and level 3, where a mother will go walk in, deliver fully paid by the government of Kenya within the primary health care fund. And not only for delivery, but for all the newborn care essentials. We have also provided, under the leadership of the President, 1 billion for life-saving maternal and newborn commodities. And KEMSA CEO is here. Dr. Wako, yes, with the full instructions that those commodities that will save a mother must be available in every facility in our counties, because it's paid for by the government under the leadership of our President. And that those essential products are for life-saving maternal and newborn commodities. Then the President's commitment was on 2.5 billion for family planning. And further, the government now is committing another 5 billion to make sure that we have the required human resource. So we're going to employ another 5,000 midwives and nurses in the next 6 months. Together, all these represent approximately 12.2 billion in investment towards accelerating maternal and newborn survival. Never before this has happened in our country. And has there been very high-level presidential commitment? No. I mean, I'm the Minister for Health. I am the 23rd Minister for Health since independence. So I had to read the notes of the 23rd ministers, including the 4th President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable the late Mwai Kibaki. And when I have read the notes, no president has made this kind of commitments other than President Ruto. And I want to commit also myself and my team, PS Mudhoni, PS Oluga, the DG, and the whole team from the Family Planning Directorate and the other directors, that we commit in stewarding these resources to ensure that these resources translate into services, into results which they have been intended for, and maybe in another 6 months when we come back to a forum like this, we can see the numbers have gone down. Your Excellency, our First Lady, when a mother walks to a facility to deliver, she is not a patient. She goes to a facility to go and give us another life. And it's very unfortunate if that mother and the child dies. And that's why our healthcare workers, the products available, the facility infrastructure we are doing at our counties, as well enumerated by Governor Sakaja, is so important to our country and in saving mothers and newborn. Your Excellency, even within these interventions, we must continue to learn from where the system falls short. Through maternal and prenatal death surveillance and response, every maternal and newborn deaths must be reviewed to establish what happened, where the delay occurred, and what must be changed. A no blame and no shame culture is being advocated for. And this is to encourage honest learning, but we must review and at the result in a very corrective action. By 2028, Your Excellency, we expect, as I conclude, this connected approach that our country is having today to produce reduction in maternal and newborn mortality, to give us a stronger emergency obstetric and newborn services, to grant us more reliable referral networks, and above all, to give us a very consistent standard of quality care across all the counties. Beyond 2028, Aden must live a permanent culture of readiness, of learning, and of accountability, so that every pregnancy is supported and every birth is given the possible chance. Your Excellency, let me now thank you because you have sustained advocacy for health and the well-being of our women, the well-being of our newborns, and the well-being of the children and the families in our country, and how you have complemented government efforts and given Awene an agenda of greater visibility. With you being here, with you being part of this discussion, and you have been doing it, this is a very privileged moment for us, that visibility, that momentum, and that purpose. We are proud to have you with us today in your capacity as an Awene champion, and we deeply appreciate the leadership and the commitment you continue to bring to this very important national cause. Colleagues and delegates, it's now my honor and duty and privilege to invite our First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Her Excellency Mama Rachel Ruto, to deliver